What is up, everybody? This is Omegabalmung here with, of course, another gameplay video, but this time it's for Lost Dimensions for the PS3. So, a little background about this game. It's a game made by Atlas. I think the company that made it is Furio or something like that. I don't know how to say that name, but it's something like that. But this is Atlas game, pretty cool game. I just kind of started the game, so I'm not really that far into it. I'm literally like in the first mission. I'll go into the second mission with some quests here. So let's get started here by going to the gate here. This is a kind of strategy RPG type of game, a little bit akin to I want to say Valkyria Chronicles, because you kind of get to move around while it's a strategy game, but they don't shoot at you. So I say it's like in between that kind of deal. It's not like a grid-based game. It's a free-flowing game, free movement game, but you don't get shot at like in Valkyria Chronicles. So, anyways, I'm just gonna show off a little bit of gameplay, talk about a little bit about the game. Pretty cool stuff like this. Of course, as a strategy RPG game, you also get to deploy some of your characters here. I already have a few characters that I'm able to use. There's actually 11. You start out with 11 characters, but there's just a little special kind of thing that goes on between the game. I'll talk about it later after the fight here. But anyways, this is the gate. You get to talk to, or the hub, I guess. You get to choose different little things, talk to people, do a setup. Setup pretty much lets you set up different armors. Add points and things like that. Pretty simple stuff. And then gate here is to travel to the gate. You can go up this tower. So this tower is built by, I don't know if it's built or not, by the main bad guy called The End. He's going to set up a nuke that's going to destroy like big cities and things like that. So your job is to destroy them. Of course, you're special. You cannot you can't have regular soldiers fighting them. So for you, or all your characters here, they all have psychic abilities, so they're able to use some type of psychic ability and things like that. So pretty cool stuff. That's the only way to beat them. So you gotta climb up this tower. You go back here. You gotta climb up this tower. If you can see to the right there. And of course, as you keep going, things happen. Before we deploy our characters, let's pick out all the characters we want. As you can tell, all my main characters are the ones that are a little bit, levels are a little bit higher. So, and you kind of know who, kind of play around and see which characters you like. I'm sticking with my crew here, just because I kind of like them. Let's see, this one go up here. Wait. Yep, add them there. Should go here. My last character can go here. So pick your spots, deploy them. I'm not too far into the game. This is just a sub quest. There's sub quests and then there's main quests. So you kind of bounce in between them. I'm just kind of grinding for sub quests right now, just to get a few levels. I like to grind levels. That's what I like to do. So once we get into the game here, like I said, you can kind of have a free flow movement, kind of go around wherever you want to, and then of course it ends like that. So. But this one cool thing is, when you move around too much and you don't like where you are, just hit circle and it goes back to the normal spot that he or she was. So that's pretty cool. But like I said, you get a free. Oh yeah, it does this a lot in the beginning. Like the frame rate kind of kills it, and then somehow it just fixes itself. So I don't know what's up with that. Of course, you can move around your characters like that. R1 to change different characters to go. So of course, let's just go from the list here. So you can move around. Of course, like the main character here can use a gun, and you have different little things. You gotta attack. If you press attack, you see the hit counter here. Of course, it gives you how much a percentage you can hit it, or how much percentage accuracy you have against it. So, of course, gifts here, you get different types of gifts that gives you powers. Not a lot of characters have, or every character has a different type of powers, and then. Once you level up your character, you add points to them and get them stronger or get new abilities like this. So the main character doesn't have anything right now, so he's pretty simple. Defer means you can transfer different abilities to different characters. So like if I wanted to use this character here, I could defer I gotta get a little closer here. I defer. Or not. Oh, you can't. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. Never mind. Transfer turns. Oh, okay. Never. It's not abilities. There's a guy that does abilities, so that's why I probably got where I got messed up in. But it's, I guess you can just defer a turn into them. So just give them like a double attack, maybe. Pretty cool stuff. So of course, we move down here. You can do attack to this. Boom. And then of course it does a counter attack back. One little cool thing is, it's kind of cool. I'm not a big fan of it, but you can actually do a ally attack too. So you can see from there, so you can do assist attack, and it'll pop up that says assist, assist. Okay, so we're gonna attack it. And then boom, you get assist from that. The thing that's pretty cool when you're doing it to enemies, but at the same time, it can be done against you. So if you get caught up into a pretty big fight and you have a lot of enemies around, it's not fun to have 4 different enemies attack you, but it'll be kind of your fault to kind of move yourself into that direction anyway. So we'll go up here. Since he does have a gift attack, I'll use it. He's cool. I like using him because he has a samurai sword. That's the sole reason why. Probably the only reason why I use him. This character is cool too because she can use close range attack. She's more of a fighter, so of course she has to be close. And she does have a gift attack too, so it's pretty much a super punch. And she has high defense. This character is a little bit different. She's a close range character. I'm going to get close just because I'm going to move this way a bit. Just because she has a close range attack, but she has a semi long range attack because she is a magic user, so she can burn characters, and that's just, you know, magic attack. So pretty simple like that. I wish you could like skip all this like different little you know, enemy. Maybe I could turn that off. Enemy attack animation. But of course there is also back attack, so you're a little bit stronger when you do a little bit more damage when you do a back attack. So I recommend it, but at the same time, like you see it from there, that guy's probably going to give me a back attack too, but I'm pretty strong already, so I probably won't get hit too much. So of course, this is my healer. You gotta have a healer in your group. You can use different items and things like that, but I really just use a healer because I don't want to burn off those items. I haven't seen the shop yet, so maybe there's one later on, but for right now I haven't seen one yet, so we'll just go with that. So we'll just do a regular attack. Back attack 128. He usually hits like 90 something, so back attack gives me a little bit more damage. There we go. We're gonna get attack acid. Back attack against me doesn't do much damage, just because of the fact that I'm already super strong already. So I should be able to counter this attack too. Oh no! Oh, maybe we can't do rush attacks. Oh, sweep attacks, I should say. I don't got a guy who can sweep attack. If you have a person who has a machine gun, they could do a sweep attack, which, of course, from what it means, it could hit, you know, multiple characters in a cone-like attack. So, pretty cool stuff. But I don't have a character that could do that, so I'm stuck with. Oh my gosh, how did I miss that? I'm stuck with just doing normal attacks. Move around there. Dead. Oh, man, the sneezes. You know, can't do anything anyways. Oh, okay, and just a little bit before I finish off this fight here, you can see the stats there on the right there where the characters are. You have the name, health, GP is pretty much your points, like your MP kind of, and then your san is your sanity. So once it goes down to 0 or like a lower rate, you become kind of crazy, and then you pretty much shut yourself out, so you won't attack and things like that. So you have to gain your sanity back. And you can see from what I did there when I waited, I actually got my sanity back. So just a little bit there. I don't think we need to do a gift attack, do I? Oh, yes, I do. Maybe I want to move behind this guy. Boom! 200. 90.
Let's go.
That sucks how they can back attack you even though you're behind them. I wish they couldn't do that.
Is that all?
Okay, I'm gonna do another back attack there. 2.
That's really all.
And that's pretty much it. So, of course, mission clear. There are some items I can get here, but I'm not even gonna bother with that. I just want to show you guys a little bit of the gameplay here. So, you get some stuff here. I don't know what energy's meant for. I haven't seen that yet, but we get some EXP at the end here. Some people leveling up. So right here is something a little bit different. I haven't, like I said, this is a pretty cool aspect of the game. The main character is a psychic, so he could read people's minds. And what I'm doing now is reading what are in people's thoughts. So the main point of this game is to climb the tower and try to defeat the boss. But at the same time, you have, you know, people that are also bad guys in your group, so they turn on you. They're trying to like, you know, they're working for the end. So I think that's what they're working for, and they're trying to turn on them. So that right there was trying to read into people's minds. And at the end of the game, or at the end of the chapter, you actually have to pick somebody that to make them the bad guy. And if you pick them wrong, things happen. They turn against you. You have to fight them, and if you pick them right, then of course I don't know what happens if you pick them right. I'm not that far yet, so I haven't got to the first one. But the first one, if I remember, I was watching this live stream for that. The first one is always the same character. But after that, it's random. So if you start over and you play a new guy or play a new storyline, again, it's the whole different characters or the whole different, you know, trader at the end of the story, or at the end of the chapter. So you kind of have to figure that out. It's all random. There's no strategy guides for that. There's probably strategy guides for the fights, but other than that, it's all random, except for the first one that you get to do, which is probably soon here that I'm gonna probably do. So anyways, it's just a quick look at Lost Dimensions. Pretty cool. You know, at first I was kind of like but I'm kind of starting to like it. I thought it was timed. You know, like, oh, you got to do all this before a certain times right now, but it looks like it's not. So unless you move the story on, I guess that's what the main pillar map is for. But you know, I guess it's not time, so I'm starting to like this game now. The only thing that sucks is really the assist attacks. That would suck if you kind of, you know, you play throughout the whole game and then somehow get a whole fight, and then you're towards the end and you kind of mess up and now you have to start over. That would suck. But other than that, everything else is pretty cool here. I do love the fact that you know, the cool little aspect at the end of the game where you talk to, you know, who's the bad guy, who's not. The powers they have are pretty cool. The fact that it's not a grid-based game, it's a free flow moving type of game, but that to me is pretty cool. So anyways, like I said, it's the Lost Dimensions gameplay. Hopefully I'll see you guys next time. Maybe I'll do a video when I get a little bit stronger. I'll show you guys a little bit more moves and attacks and things like that. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see everybody next time. Peace out.